This episode of the Fiction Writers Podcast is brought to you by How to Write a Novel That Sells. Do you dream of writing a best-selling fiction novel? With the right tools, you could get there sooner than you think. Visit www.howtowriteanovelthatsells.com and unlock the secrets to writing compelling fiction taught by international best-selling author Lana McAra. Welcome to the Fiction Writers Podcast with Lana McAra, where you will discover tips, tricks, and ideas for fiction that is #unputdownable. Here you'll find new energy, new perspectives, new resources, and new ideas that will spark your creativity into a blaze of brilliance. It's easier than you think. Be sure you visit our website at www.fictionwriterspodcast.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now, get out your notebook, tune in, and let's get started.
Head hopping has to do with point of view. Who's telling the story? Whose mind are you portraying through this particular scene or section of your book? That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Lana McAra, and welcome to the Fiction Writers Podcast. Tips, tricks, and ideas for fiction that is #unputdownable. Head hopping is something that we see a lot in writing articles and books. Just don't do it, is what everyone says. Well, first of all, how do you recognize when you are head hopping? It's pretty simple. Once you know, there are certain words that you can look for to identify head hopping. When we're in someone's mind, which is their point of view, we use words such as wondered or noticed or thought. So those words say you're going into their mind. Well, that means you're in their point of view. And so what I do when I'm editing someone's work is I'll write in the margin, this person's name, point of view. And then if I see another word that says noticed, wondered, thought, I look to see who was noticing, who was thinking, and put over there that person's point of view. And then it's easy to look down the pages and see whose point of view are we in at the moment. Well, you should only be in one person's point of view. So if other names are popping up, that means you have been head hopping. That's okay. On the first draft, just write. Don't try to edit. Don't try to weed that stuff out. Just write. But then when you're going back through for your second draft, you notice those things. And you could even use find and replace to find all the times I say the word noticed and put their name out in the margin whenever you find one, or thought, or wondered, or any of those thinking words. And then you can go back and look, where did the scene change? Did I want this person to be the main point of view person here? I try to write with one point of view for the whole book. So if anybody else is thinking, noticing, or wondering, that's not acceptable. That's head hopping. So those words will give you keys and clues for noticing when it's happening. So what do you do when you find out that you've jumped into someone else's head? Well, it's pretty easy. You don't have to eliminate that person's thoughts or perspectives. No. What you do then is you just reframe it. Instead of saying, he wondered, you just say, he gave the main character a questioning glance. So the main character can see that he's wondering, because everything has to come from your point of view character. So let those other characters, those non-POV characters, let them show their thoughts, or let them say, what were you thinking? Instead of just wondering. So you make it visible, audible. Somehow you let your point of view character know what that person is thinking, wondering, noticing. So you can still insert that into the scene. You don't want to make your scene bare and uninteresting by eliminating those things, but make it interactive so that everything is still coming from your main character's point of view. I hope that helps you today. My name is Lana McAra. See you next time.
Thank you for tuning into the Fiction Writers Podcast with Lana McAra, where we share tips, tricks, and ideas for fiction that is #unputdownable. Remember to visit our website at www.fictionwriterspodcast.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Fiction Writers Podcast.